journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and in today's episode of Organize It Mondays, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that my friends have been talking about a lot lately, and that's about just kind of being frustrated with finding the right planner or having planner piece, whether it's with a planner or a traveler's notebook or with a bullet journal. And so I thought we'd just take a minute to reflect on the 3 reasons why we got into planning in the first place, to kind of put it in perspective and help each other out a little bit. So in my estimation, there are 3 main reasons why we decided to be a planner and really dive into it. One is to, or the main one, most important one, is to organize our lives. The second one is to have fun. And the third one for most of us is to meet new people. So let's just talk about each one. So organizing our lives. Yes, it can be a challenge trying to find the right way to do that, but I definitely want to encourage you to not feel locked into a specific type of planner or even to one planner or a certain number of planners or a bullet journal or the way that other people necessarily do it, or a specific brand of traveler's notebook or a certain number of notebooks. It's whatever works for you, and sometimes I know it can be hard to figure out what that is, but just be open-minded and don't worry about having that determination in a certain time frame. Experiment and also recognize that life changes, things happen, and you have different things to keep track of, and that may change your planning methods. So you may have one method that takes care of everything in one book or one bullet journal or one traveler's notebook or one Erin Condren, for example, or Happy Planner, and that's great if that works for you. If it doesn't and you need 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different types of things for different areas in your life, then do that as well. But remember, the whole concept of planner piece, that usually just lasts for a period or a season, because as your life changes, then you need to change that. But just be okay with, this is a different phase in my life. I need a different option. Maybe even start back with a pen and paper and a calendar or a 3-ring binder and just kind of jot down an idea of what you think might be the ideal planner for you, or everything that you need to keep track of, and some different ways to experiment on doing that. Okay. The second one was having fun, and some of the ways that we have fun are by using stickers, which most of us love stickers, or washi. I think no matter what type of planning method you use or bullet journal that you use, you're going to probably get into washi tape. So that is part of it. Doodling for some of us like me, and other art like I do. So that's part of having fun, and how you do that is up to you, and you don't necessarily need to break the bank. So if you doodle, of course, you can just use basic doodling tools like basic pens and pencils and color pencils, but of course you can go on the higher end and experiment and have a load of different supplies as well. But you don't have to. And the stickers, believe it or not, you can actually completely plan your entire planner or traveler's notebook or whatever it is with free resources online and not spend a penny, other than, of course, whatever you're going to print it on, the sticker paper and so forth. But you can just, you don't even have to do any of that. You can use all basic, simple stuff that you would even have in school supplies. But just don't stress over it having to look a certain way or having to have a certain number of supplies to have fun with it. You can have fun with any budget. And if you are at the place where you've spent more money than you can afford, well, you're probably not having fun anymore. So maybe just take a step back and spend a little less money, either be a little more creative or just take a little sabbatical on spending or being creative in whatever it is that you're planning in. Okay. And then also remember, your creativity is yours. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. You can have a relatively blank spread one week and a busier, more fun one the next week. So again, if you're stressing out over it being decorated a certain way, then you're not having fun anymore. Okay. And then the last thing is meeting new people. So you can join planner groups and go to meetups, or you can just focus all of that online with Facebook and things like that. But again, we're talking about having some peace and not being stressed. So don't overdo it. Don't try to be in too many groups. Don't feel like you've got to post everywhere and comment on every comment. If you can't afford to necessarily go to a meetup that's in a big city that has a huge registration fee, either save up or just focus on the ones that are local. For instance, I have 2 kids in college right now, so I really have to pay attention to our budget, and there's some things I just can't go to until I'm in a different season. All right, well, I hope these ideas and these concepts were encouraging to you guys. Remember, keep everything in perspective. The reason why we plan is to be organized and to have fun and to meet people. And if any of that is out of balance, you're doing maybe more of one than the other, take a step back, regroup, get your peace, and then be flexible, because as life changes, you need to change with it. All right. Well, I hope this video was a blessing to you guys. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, happy planning.
Planners and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.